come here. What's your dynamite plan to convince Eve that Chris blabbed about her baby, huh?
Simple. Eve hates me, right?
Yeah, because you terrorized her during the murders. I can't say I blame her. Go on.
Yeah, well, she also thinks that I hate you, which means that she would never suspect that we're working together. So, I'll go to Eve and threaten to tell her a secret unless she helps me get my job back as a paramedic.
Okay. And how does you blackmailing Eve affect her relationship with Chris?
She'll want to know who told me about the baby, you know. I'll just say that I overheard you and Chris discussing it.
I like it.
When we're done, Chris Ramsey is going to know exactly what it feels like to have the people you care about not trust you.
Romantic man who has this rare, dignified, extremely regal character. In fact, I see so much that I need to tell everybody. I think David Bordiso is the most wonderful man in the whole world. In fact, the whole universe. I'm going to tell the stars and the moon and everybody. I don't care. I haven't said it loud enough. I am falling in love with David Vincent Bordiso. Look what happened to you and Kevin because you lied to him. You're right. I am very, very aware of what happened to me and Kevin when I lied to him. But you see, this is totally different. Kevin asked me straight to my face if I had anything to do with Serena's accident. And I looked right back into his face. And I lied, and I told him no. So that was a lie for the wrong reasons. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just want to pay the bill, get out of here, go after Bordiso for what he did to you.
Well, I think we just need to go home together and be with Serena, okay? We can worry about Bordiso later, all right?
No, we'll get to Serena, but I'm not going to let this Bordiso thing lie.
Okay.
So I have bad news, Scott. Your bail was denied.
Denied? Why?
It was Judge Sanders. You remember him from your obstruction of justice case?
Boy, that judge really has it in for you, pal. Mm-hmm. What do we do, Matt? Couldn't you do anything, something?
Look, I tried to reason with him, but he wouldn't budge.
Just demanded that you remain in custody until your trial.
All right, if Chris didn't tell Courtney, then how in the hell did she find out?
I have no idea. None whatsoever. You know, she has been acting really weird around me lately.
Weird how?
Well, like, all of a sudden, she's my new best friend. You know, all kissy-kissy sorority sister. Oh, that color matches your eyes. It's beautiful on you, Eve.
Well, you're friends with Chris. Maybe she thinks she can get closer to him by getting closer to you.
Oh, sure, by telling everyone my most personal secret? That's the best way to get on my good side. No. There's a piece missing here somewhere.
So when do we blackmail Eve, huh?
Right away. Hopefully it won't interfere with your plans to get Joe now that he's available.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of which, how long before you put the moves on Joe's old playmate, huh?
Well, I'm a bad guy for trying to console Karen. We're both unattached. I'm not exactly still seeing Julie.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, have you guys heard the news?
No, well, what's up?
Julie escaped. It's all over TV.
You gotta be kidding.
Afraid not.
Well, does anybody have any idea if Julie's headed back to Port Charles?
No one knows. I mean, Julie's got plenty of money. Maybe she decided to flee the country.
knows what she's thinking. She's not your average run-of-the-mill escape con.
Well, half the PCPD is out looking for her. No one in Port Charles is going to sleep well tonight.
Who is it? Detective Garcia.
Hey.
Hey, Detective. What can I do for you?
You know, Julie Devlin's escaped from Ferncliff.
Yeah, I know. I heard. It's on the television.
Well, have you seen her?
If I had seen her, I would have called the police. I may be your friend, but I'm not an idiot.
Hey, Doc, nobody's saying you were. Hey, you know, I could come in your apartment, check it out, make sure it's secure.
No. I appreciate it, but I'll be fine. If Julie tries to get in touch with me, I'll call you immediately, though.
Oh. Yeah, you do that.
Julie, we're gonna have to move you. You can't. Julie?
Karen, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm just a little jumpy because I heard the news about Julie being loose.
Do they have extra security on the floor?
Yeah, they do. Good. But the security guards, they seem just as nervous as everybody else. Do you know, it's almost 2 years to the day that Cooper held us hostage.
Not exactly a holiday I mark on my calendar.
Yeah, but it's a weird coincidence, don't you think?
So I'm gonna go help Mac with the search. Call me when you're finished. I don't want you going home by yourself.
Thank you.
Karen, do you need a ride home after your shift?
No, I'll be fine.
All right.
You don't actually think she'd show up here, do you?
I've been hoping she isn't hiding out in some supply closet somewhere. Where do you think Julie is?
Probably back at the house, waiting for us.
It's not funny, Frank. You're going home with me, right? I don't want to be in that house by myself.
Well, Joe's there. Convince him to stay with you. I'm going to the hospital to find Eve.
Can't that wait? Joe's only staying with Neil until I get back, and then he's going to work.
I need to get to Eve before Ramsey convinces her that he didn't blab about the baby. I'll be back.
Did you hear what was that?
Yeah, it was just the dishwasher. All right? Now, okay, I'll walk you to your car if it'll make you feel better.
Oh, thank you, my hero. You know, I hope you play this whole Julie has a gun to your head demanding every penny of that money you stole from her.
I mean the money that we stole from her.
Well, that's just great, you know. Judge Sanders denies my bail. Bordizzo's out there skipping around like he's the victim.
I know, but Mac did go to see the judge again. Maybe he's changed his mind.
No, I don't think he's going to budge on that. I think our best bet is to go after Bordizzo to press charges.
If you insist on pressing charges against me, you're going to force me to tell. I wonder how Mr. Baldwin would react to that.
And I will press charges against Bordizzo as soon as I can. It's just I want to wait and see if Mac maybe has some good news.
So how's that ring feeling?
It feels perfect.
Yeah?
Oh, Mac, please tell us. You moved heaven and earth, didn't you?
I tried, but the judge won't cut Scott a break. No bail. Look, I will try again later, but right now, finding Julie Devlin is the department's top priority.
This just isn't fair, that's all.
Lucy, don't worry about me. Mac, find someone to take her statement.
Yeah, Taggart's waiting for you. And Scott, I'm not giving up on you.
Okay, Mac.
323 to 580.
We gotta go after him with everything you got.
Right. Okay, I'll be back real soon.
Okay.
Okay.
the burglary if you want, all right?
You guys be careful.
Yeah. Send him back.
I need a reason to be at the hospital. This is a late night delivery.
Oh, come on. Stop it, Frank!
Hey, making sure you're on your toes. Julie could be anywhere.
Stop running, come on.
You look like a woman weighing her options. How do they look?
You better enjoy your time as a free man. What does kidnapping get these days? About 10 years, I think.
You remain with me by choice. We both remember how intimate our time together was.
I'll just say you're a liar. Scott knows that already about you. Who's he gonna believe, huh? Me or you?
Dear Lucy, I am so familiar with every inch of your body. It wouldn't take me long to convince Mr. Baldwin. Now, take a look at that ring on your finger. Pressing charges against me would be foolish, considering what you have to lose.
You better call your big-time lawyers. You're gonna need them.
Miss Co, I have all the paperwork ready. You still want to press charges? So let me get this. Taggart.
What do you know so far? Julie knocked an orderly unconscious, stole his keys, probably escaped through a service entrance. Look, we found a woman who picked up a pregnant hitchhiker matching Julie's description.
Pregnant?
Well, I was hoping you could help us with that.
It's an hysterical pregnancy. The last time I saw her, she admitted it wasn't real. The pillow that she wears is actually more of a security blanket.
Well, maybe the pregnancy was her motivation for escaping.
Boss.
Could be.
The evidence team is back.
Okay, fine. I'll come and see what they got. Listen, grab a cup of coffee. I could use an updated psych profile on Julie.
I'll work on it.
What are we looking at here? You want to charge Bordiso with what?
Actually, Detective Taggart, I have changed my mind. I do not want to press charges against Mr. Bordiso at this time. I'm sorry I took up your time.
Lucy? What are you still doing here?
They wouldn't let Scott make bail. He has to stay here in custody until the trial. Why are you here? You here to help Matt find Julie?
Doing what I can.
Yeah, I guess you kind of look at this in a funny way, huh? Kind of like karma creeping up on me and Scott, you know, sort of retribution for what we did to Eve.
I didn't say that.
No, but you're still mad at me, aren't you, Doc? Come on. I didn't mean to do what I did. I wish I could take back bringing up the subject of Eve's baby. You know, if I'd known the child...
Would that really have made a difference, Lucy?
Yes, it would have.
You wouldn't have found some other way to get the information that you wanted from her?
You know, I might be a lot of things, but I'm not malicious. I may be a bit impulsive at
And as
times.
long as you satisfy whatever the impulse may be, you can live with the damage. Whether it be to someone else, which is usually the case, or sometimes even to yourself.
I am so sorry that you see me that way, because I don't see myself that way at all.
Lucy, I've never had a problem with your intentions. It's your actions I have a problem with.
Kevin, you ready to go over Julie's profile?
Yeah.
Would you please just leave me alone?
I've been informed that you're not pressing charges.
Well, that's right. You know what I've decided to do? I'm going to take a contract out on you instead.
Well, you wouldn't be the first one to try that.
Then I will be the first one to succeed. Hi, Frank. What are you doing?
Well, I wondered if I should bother you. You look like you had a lot on your mind.
Oh, I was sitting here thinking if I was crazy working here while Julie was running around loose.
Oh, she can't get past all the security.
Yeah. You know, her escape is only part of what's bothering me. My dad, he was arrested tonight.
Why?
He stole an airplane.
Oh.
It's a long story, don't ask.
Yeah, well, can he beat the charges?
I hope so. I just wish there was something I could do. He's been denied bail.
Well, if you want moral support, I'll go down to the station with you when your shift is up.
That's sweet. I'm working a double.
Oh, well, with everything that's going on, I'm sure someone would cover for you.
Oh, well, I can't ask because I volunteered to work.
Why'd you do that?
Working keeps my mind off Joe.
You know, you've done everything you can where Joe is concerned, Karen. I wish you would stop torturing yourself.
Just can't forget about him, you know?
You can't be with Joe right now. He has a problem. Porn, strip clubs, prostitutes. He's an addict.
That doesn't mean I should abandon him.
No, of course not. But think about everything he's done to you.
I'm angry at him. I'm really angry at him. That you don't love somebody one day and stop loving them the next. No matter how mad you are. Excuse me. I have rounds.
What do you want, Frank?
No, usual things. World peace, a pennant for the Cubs, and... Oh, yeah, I'd like your help in getting my old job back.
Get your job back as a paramedic? I think the public is much safer without you on the streets. Haven't you heard drugs and ambulance driving don't mix?
I was good at what I did, Eve. And you were good at what you used to do, too. Except for maybe that one time. I thought you girls always made it a rule to be protected.
Get out of here, Frank.
Be nice, Eve. Or should I say, Mom? Yeah. I know about your baby, Eve. And you know what I want? You help me get my job back, or I'll spread this all over creation. That's an ultimatum.
That's blackmail.
Oh, tomato, tomato. You get the point. Have a delivery.
All right, tell me they're putting that rat behind bars, and I'll gladly spend the night here.
No, Scott, I dropped the charges against Bordiso.
Why? Why would you do that?
Well, come on, you can't start blaming the victim here.
You are the victim. He kidnapped you. He tried to.
Yeah, I know, but, look, we didn't really think this thing through, okay? I went to him. I went to his offices in New York voluntarily. There are witnesses that will prove that.
How are we going to get this guy out of our lives?
Well, I did walk right up to him and threaten to take a contract out on him.
You did, huh?
Yeah, you know how I hate violence, but something about Bordiso seems to bring out the worst in me.
You should be driving me crazy with bridal magazines instead of dealing with me here in the pokey.
Okay, well, I'm going to bring you magazines. I'll tell you what, I'll bring you a whole stack of bridal magazines, and you can go through them and find what you want for our wedding.
Well, I just want whatever makes you happy.
You are what makes me happy. We are going to be together because nothing is going to keep us apart. That I promise you.
If you predicted Julie would escape, why didn't Ferncliff put more guards on her?
I wouldn't call it a prediction. I just alerted Dr. Newman to the possibility that Julie might be planning to make a breakout.
How did you know?
Intuition. She was trying too hard to convince me she was on the road to rehabilitation.
But you didn't buy it?
No, I didn't. I could sense something was up with her. Would you excuse me for a minute?
Yeah.
Hi. You know, I have to ask myself, why is it a man, especially one of your position, why would he enjoy playing games like this?
Would you have me ignore Baldwin's theft of my airplane?
Come on, we see each other here. Please, don't insult my intelligence, least of all. Just drop the act.
Uh-oh. Have I been discovered?
Yes. I notice you like to control people's emotions by twisting information. That's called compensation. You feel inadequate, so you try to make yourself feel powerful by hurting others.
And tell me, Doctor, what are my objectives?
I could throw a lot of behavioral theory at you, but the motives are fairly basic. You want revenge because you believe it'll give you the self-esteem that you lack.
Oh, I was hoping you'd find me deeper than that. Vengeance sounds so petty.
What can I say? A long time ago, someone kicked sand in your face, and you're still whining about it.
Well, you know, that's about the worst analysis I've ever heard. No wonder you're not practicing any longer.
But the thing is, the facade is becoming increasingly clear to me. You see, all I have to do is find the right thread to pull, and the whole thing unwrap.
No, I'm sorry. Your pop psychiatry won't work.
All I'm saying is take my advice and be smart. Prepare yourself for the fall.
Well, this has been riveting, but if you'll excuse me, Detective Taggart awaits.
Meal's out cold. You have magic touch.
Yeah, well, I read to him from one of my favorite medical journals.
Oh.
Listen, I gotta get to the hospital.
Joe, I wish you didn't have to go. With, Julie out there, I'd kind of like to keep everybody I care about where I can see them, you know?
Well, hey, listen, for all we know, Julie's probably on her way to Mexico, all right? I locked the kitchen door. If you get scared, just page me. Okay?
Okay.
And, Frank should be home soon.
All right, hey. Be careful. All right.
Lock the door.
All right.
Chance to consider my proposal?
I have no idea what you think you know,
I picked up the phone and overheard Chris tell Courtney the whole story. Your medical records indicated you once had a baby. You swore Chris to secrecy, but he sold you out to Courtney. Why? I don't know, but there it is.
You're not going to get anything out of me, Frank. What do I care if you tell anyone?
It's too late for bluffing, Eve. We both know you care. Go to the hospital board, support my reinstatement as a paramedic, and this all goes away.
Hey, Frank, what are you doing here?
Had a delivery.
Anything I need to know?
In the charts.
Why is she acting so funny?
Beats me.
Come on, Lucy, give me a little smile.
What in the world do I have to smile about?
Well, let's see. Your future husband, Serena. Shoe sale at Wyndham's. Ah, there we are.
Time to go.
Do you have to put those things back on him again?
Yeah.
Lucy, listen. I don't want to see you sad. Everything's going to be okay.
I love you.
I love you, too.
I love you more.
Okay, come on.
It's a very sad ending to the evening. I thought for sure he'd make bail.
Do you like a good fight?
I live for them. And I've been wondering whether I haven't met my match in you, Lucy, dearest.
You haven't. You have just jumped into a new league. I hope you're ready.
Here is the place where Frank Scanlon took advantage of me. What was I thinking? Where's my money, Frank? Where is it? Where'd you... You don't deserve to be the father of this child. You liar! Where is my money? You stole my money, my baby's money. I want my money, Frank. What? Hello, Courtney. Surprised to see me?
You're all right. Everybody has been very worried about you.
Oh, lying is a bad habit, Courtney. You're leaving so soon? You just got here. Don't kill me, please.
How'd you get in?
Well, don't you know about the spare key on the back porch? Joe and Frank really should be more careful. Anyone could break in.
It's okay that you're here. In fact, I would like to help you however I can. Is there anything that you or your baby need?
Oh, you're good at humoring the delusional person game. You are. And believe me, I've dealt with some real experts. Come here.
No! You're okay. Whatever you say. Nobody wants to upset you. Least of all me.
Right. Stick out your wrist. Come on. Okay. Courtney, put out your wrist. Tell me, are we best buds now because we share the same man?
I don't know what you mean, Julie.
Well, Frank and you look mighty cozy at the recovery room. You've been keeping him warm for me while I was away?
Frank is just a friend. Please. Let me go. And I won't tell anybody that you are here. I swear.
Oh, but I haven't accomplished my goal yet.
Hey, Mike packed an extra burger in this bag. You hungry?
No, thanks.
Well, maybe I'll see if Karen wants it.
Knock yourself out.
How are things going with her?
They aren't.
Well, you two see each other around here all the time. I was hoping you'd be able to work things out. Have you thought about getting some help?
Help for what?
Your problem.
You know what? The only problem I have is that you and Karen both think I actually have a problem.
I didn't mean to offend. I just thought you were willing to try anything.
Oh, what? Huh? Like Sex Addicts Anonymous?
Forget I even mentioned it. The truth is, I don't think that Karen even expects that, Joe. If you ask me, she wants you back no matter what. You want her back?
You know the answer to that question.
Then tell her how you feel.
Gotta get to the DR.
Catch you later.
Thank you. Hi.
Hey.
Is Joe okay? He looked kind of weird.
He misses you. I think he's ready to work things out.
Well, what makes you say that?
I've always been able to read my brother.
Well, if he admits that he needs help, nothing would make me happier.
He seems to be getting there.
Really? I hope you're right.
He just needs to hear that you'll take him back if he admits he has a problem and gets some help. Julie, where the hell did you go?
Hey. I was just hoping it wasn't a murderer or the police. Had
Hadn't gotten to the beautiful woman wish yet.
Save the jokes, okay?
What's wrong?
You know, I knew you were a backstabber. I knew that. But I never thought you would do it to me.
Whoa. Back up. What's going on?
You told Courtney I had a baby.
I didn't tell Courtney or anybody else.
Frank told me the truth, and now he's trying to use my baby to blackmail me.
Blackmail you how?
Either I help him get his job back as a paramedic, or he tells the whole world that I had a baby.
Oh, if Frank gave you this information, then he's lying. Now, come on, Scanlon gave you eyeballs du jour. You're going to take his word over mine?
Listen, he told me the truth. He told me that he overheard you and Courtney discussing my baby on the phone.
Well, he didn't, because that never happened.
You know, this whole town thought you were a pariah, and I ignored them.
Because you know that whatever else I've done, I've always looked out for you. We look out for each other.
Half the people in this town think I'm crazy to be your friend, and I always tell them, no, you don't know the real Chris Ramsey. Well, I'm the one who's finding out who the real Chris Ramsey is.
Eve.
No, save it. How could you do this to me?
Eve, this is nuts. I would never do anything to hurt you.
I used to believe that were true. And now I'm stupid. I'm the idiot because I thought you cared about me, when all you care about is yourself.
Now, I know I've done some things that most people would consider rotten. I admit that. But I swear to you, I did not do this.
Our friendship's over.
Eve, no. Listen. Please, just listen to me.
Why? So you can lie to me again? Been there, done that.
No, wait. Please. Just wait.
Dr. Smith, 5017. Dr. Don Smith, 5017.
Did you see that kid in room 419?
Yankees fan?
Yeah. Did he remind you of anybody?
Neil.
Yeah.
You know, he asked about you today.
I miss him.
He misses you too. Look, I told him that we weren't getting married.
How did he take it?
He's disappointed, but he'll be fine.
I'll give him a call. I'll let him know that he and I are still amigos.
He'd like that.
I'd like it too, actually. Kids have a way of making you feel grateful, even when you think there's nothing to be grateful for.
So did they clear up the fiasco with your dad?
No, Scott's still in custody. David Bordiso kidnaps Lucy, and Scott is arrested. Nothing makes sense anymore.
Yeah. So any word on Julie?
No, not that I heard of. It just seems so odd that she escaped the day that she did.
Well, do you think she did it to coincide with the anniversary when Cooper took us all hostage?
You know, I don't know, but I have given up on trying to figure out Julie a long time ago.
Sometimes I think about what we were all like when we started our internships. I had no idea that we would end up where we are when I met you in the quad that night.
That was 2 years ago. Seems like 2 million.
A lot has happened.
Good and bad. Good seems a little fuzzy. Julie was supposed to be my maid of honor at our wedding.
You know what, Karen? I hate that this is happening to us.
So do I.
Do you want to do something about it?
More than anything.
Please don't kill me. I have no intention of killing you. I came here to find the money Frank stole from me. Do you know anything about that? No, I don't. Please, don't kill me. Please. Listen to me. Get a grip. I told you I wasn't going to hurt you. This is for prying open Frank's locked drawer, not for stabbing blonde bimbos. What's that you say? Oh, Frank will wonder where you are. We'll just tell him you were all tied up. Now, if I were stolen money, where would I be? Oh. Come on. Nope. Oh, not here, not here.
Condoms? Did he think someone would steal them? Where is it, Courtney? Do you know? See, Frank took my money, and I want it back. He had no right to take my money. Oh, I have to find it. I need it. I need it. Where is it?
Courtney, you here? Honey, I'm home. She said she was coming back here. Hello?
Frank, it's me.
Julie?
You have to help me, and you have to help our baby.
I'll do what I can.
I'm at the docks. Please come right away.
I'm on my way.
Oh, he's gone. Frank thinks he's on his way to capture the loony lady and be a hero. Gain back a little bit of that respect he lost. Oh, too bad. What are you looking at? Oh, God. Oh, I have to get out of here. I can't say it's been real fun.
I miss you.
I miss you too. The apartment doesn't seem the same since you left. It's so neat.
Oh, I'd be happy to stop by and make a mess, you know, dirty a dish, drop a shirt on the floor.
I wish this was going to be easy. But I know putting us together again is going to be a lot of hard work.
I've never been afraid of hard work, Karen.
That's the Joe I know. Listen, I know about a really good therapist who deals with sexual issues.
How many times do I have to tell you? I am not the problem here.
I thought you said you know you needed help.
Did it ever occur to you that maybe you're the one that needs help?
Excuse me? Don't you dare blame what's happened to us on me.
You know what? If I'm such a sex fiend, then why are you even wasting your time with me?
Because I think you need help. Because I thought you were ready to take the next step.
The only step I'm willing to take right now is to get the hell out of here as fast as I can before I lose it.
Give me 5 minutes.
No.
Eve, hear me out. Because I'm your friend, your martini buddy.
Reminding me of that just makes me angrier.
Look, then stay because I'm your doctor. I took good care of you, and for that, I deserve at least 5 minutes.
You have to.
Fine. Look, I learned a long time ago not to depend on anyone. I can count the number of friends I had in my life from one hand, on the 2 fingers of one hand. And still, I never really trusted them. Then I met you.
Are you through?
No, I'm not. Look, we both know that I'm not very good at sacrifice. But I would sacrifice my life for you.
Oh, come on, Chris.
I'm serious. And if a train were bearing down on you, I would step in front of it. A speeding bullet, hey, I'll take it.
Now you're getting a little carried away.
I'm about as good at sincere as I am at sacrifice. But you are my best friend, and I would never, ever stab you in the back. Come on. I mean, if you cut me off, who's going to keep me on the straight and narrow, right? I mean, who would try anyway? Please, don't walk away from me.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. I believe you.
Good. Good, because I'm telling you the truth.
Yeah, well, if that speeding bullet thing ever happens, I'm holding you to it.
Did I say speeding bullet? See, I just sort of meant if someone kind of lobbed a box of ammo at you.
I knew it was too good to be true. Okay. If you didn't tell Courtney that I had a baby, who did?
Why is Frank trying to use it to blackmail you?
You know, just when I think that my life is starting to have some sort of order, somebody throws a stick of dynamite into it.
Yeah, well, they're not going to blow it up, okay? We won't let that happen.
We won't let that happen. I'm really sorry I doubted you.
You can make it up to me by giving me a full body massage.
Yeah, dream on. All right, we have to find out what's going on and stop it, right? So what's going on?
We're being scammed.
Mr. Scamming Expert, you? By whom and why?
Well, it starts with Courtney. Now, I didn't tell her about this baby. So how did she find out?
Is it possible that she could have seen the note in my chart at the hospital?
Yeah, sure, I guess it's possible.
What did you do with the note?
Took it out of your chart and threw it in the trash can. The second I got off the phone with you.
What'd you do after that?
No, I went to meet up with Courtney.
So Courtney was in the hospital. Is it possible she could have seen the note?
She's resourceful.
I'll bet that's how she found out.
Okay. So Courtney finds out about the baby. And then she runs off to tell Lucy.
But why, though? I've never done anything to Courtney. Yet.
Yeah. And then Frank tells you that he overheard me telling Courtney about your big secret, which we know is a lie because I never told Courtney squat.
Wait a minute. How did Frank get involved in all of this?
And what does he have to do with Courtney shooting off her big mouth? Well, it's pretty obvious, isn't it, Tonto?
Yes, it is. Kimo sabe.
Courtney and Frank are in on this together.
Dr. Carter, 410.
Work or personal?
Dr. Sherry Carter, 410.
Which one has you so upset?
Am I that obvious?
Well, you've never been good at phony.
Every time I think I'm making headway with Joe, things just keep getting worse.
Why is that?
I mean, Joe and I, we've always been able to be honest with each other. I mean, brutally honest. But this is different. How did you and Owen find your way back?
We broke up because Ellen wanted space to help Sebastian. And I felt betrayed. Eventually, I realized that I can either cut her out of my life or decide to trust her.
Trusting isn't always as easy as making a decision.
I heard about Joe's solicitation arrest.
You did?
Joe told me.
Well, then I'm sure he told you it was a setup. Did you believe him?
It doesn't matter what I believe. I wasn't engaged to the guy.
Well, I tried to believe that it was a frame-up job as long as I could. But I know, I'm convinced that he cheated on me.
I don't know what I would have done if Ellen had slept with Sebastian.
You'd be hurting like hell. Just like I'm doing.
I'm sure that's true. Do you ever think you could forgive him?
I don't know. Maybe. It's hard to think about forgiving someone when you think they might do it again.
Well, if two people want to be together badly enough, Karen, you're going to find a way to do it.
Courtney, you home?
What'd you forget?
Chris, help me. Help me. You've got to help me. I'm in labor. Oh.
Easy, easy.
Yeah. Oh. Oh. Oh.
So late, you must be exhausted.
I am so exhausted. It's been a long night. Did you talk to Mac?
Yeah, a housewife picked up a woman, pregnant woman, outside Ferncliff. She matched Julie's description. She drove her all the way into Port Charles.
A pregnant woman?
Obviously, Julie's still using the pillow.
Well, if you were wondering if she was getting any better, I guess there's your answer, huh? Did, Mac say anything about Scott?
Yeah, the judge refused bail until his arraignment.
God, this night just keeps getting better.
Did something happen at the hospital?
Well, nothing quite as bad as Julie escaping or Scott being in jail, but, Frank Scanlon is trying to blackmail me.
Frank? How?
If I don't help him get his job back as a paramedic, he will tell the whole town of Port Charles that I had a baby.
Wait a minute, how did he find out about it?
He claims that he overheard Chris telling Courtney.
But you don't believe him?
No, I know Chris didn't say anything. As weird as this sounds, I have this strange feeling that Frank and Courtney are in on this together.
What are they trying to accomplish?
I don't know. You're the mystery writer. I was hoping you might be able to help me figure it out.
So how long was Julie in the house?
I don't know. It couldn't have been more than half an hour.
Neil, did you hear anything?
No. He slept through the whole thing.
Is Julie gonna come back?
I doubt it, but listen, even if she did, you have nothing to worry about. You know why? Because I'm putting a guard outside that door, so you will be well protected.
Thank you. If it's okay, I'd like to take Neil back to bed now.
Sure. Thanks, Neil.
Good night, John. Julie really tore your bedroom apart, Frank. You have any idea what she was looking for?
Oh, if you ask me, tearing my room apart was a threat.
Could be. Listen, if you find anything missing, and I don't care how insignificant you might think it is, give us a call.
I will.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
They say anything else?
Yeah, they wondered what Julie was looking for. I told them I didn't have any idea.
She wants the money we stole from her. And she's not happy about it.
How you doing?
Oh, pretty crummy. How much longer to your neighbor's cabin?
About 2 hours.
Oh, well, we better check into a motel.
Well, Julie, there's bound to be an all-points bulletin out on you. If we check into a motel now, we're going to wake up in jail.
Well, I won't last 2 hours.
Sorry, you're going to have to try.
If you don't find somewhere for me soon, I'll be delivering this baby right here on the front seat. Understand?
No. Don't you dare. Just had these seats reupholstered. All right. Okay, you know, there was a abandoned kiddie park about a mile or so back. Fairy Tale Village. Huh?
Yeah, then turn our pumpkin around because this baby isn't gonna wait.
It's 5 minutes between contractions.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, but it was 5 minutes the last time you checked.
Oh, what can I say? For a baby who was in a hurry to be born, he is taking his own sweet time now.
Oh, my baby is a girl.
Oh, how can you be so sure? Huh? Would you dangle a ring in front of your stomach?
Oh, don't you know it isn't smart to get sarcastic with a serial killer?
Okay, hey, you're a fairy princess, remember? And I'm your Prince Charming, and I want you to listen to me. Breathe, ready?
to remember the story going. I thought the prince and princess got married first, then had a baby. Okay. The princess didn't start things out pregnant by someone else. I feel like she's being torn in half. Oh!
Okay, breathe. I want you to breathe.
Oh, I can't.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Oh, it hurts.
You can.
I've never
I know.
felt anything like that.
Here, take my hand. Take my hand. There you go. Oh, that's good. Good. There you go. Yeah. That's it. You're doing fine.
Oh, I know you, Chris. You can lie better than that. I am not fine. Something is wrong.
No. Just because there's a lot of pain doesn't mean there's anything wrong. All right? You know that. Okay? If there was, trust me, I'll get you to a hospital.
You can't. They'll take my baby away from me.
No. Hey, you're getting ahead of yourself. Okay? Because nothing's going to go wrong. How could it? We're in Fairy Tale Village. Look around. Place where all the dreams come true. And everybody lives happily ever after. Okay? Hey, what's up?
Coffee. Honey, I think you're a little too young. It's not for me. It's for the officer outside. Can I give it to him?
Yeah, sure. Just stay close, please.
Okay.
You had any thoughts about what we should do with Julie's money?
Yeah. Leave it right where it is.
Frank, if she's smart enough to break out of a maximum security facility, then she's smart enough to track down that apartment we rented and find the money. You didn't see her last night. Believe me, she's determined.
So what do you think we should do?
Well, first, I think you should go check and make sure it's still there.
And what if Julie is waiting out there, hoping that I'll lead her straight to the money? Our best bet is to lay low and hope that she doesn't find anything.
Julie bound and gagged Courtney?
And then tore apart Frank's bedroom, either to leave a message or look for something.
Any idea what?
No, I was hoping you might have a clue.
Well, Julie actually pushed Frank away, but she clearly still has strong feelings for him. It could be she's trying to punish Frank for abandoning her.
Courtney sure is lucky that Julie didn't hurt her.
Yeah, well, she's terrorizing people again, so we're not taking any chances. Look, there's going to be police protection for everyone that she threatened in the past, which means a uniform will be posted outside the lighthouse, too.
We appreciate it.
No problem. Look, I have a meeting to get to. Thanks.
Keep me posted.
I sure will, Kevin.
Take it you didn't get much sleep last night?
Oh, how could I? Whenever I closed my eyes to try and sleep, I saw Julie's face, or Frank's, or DV's coming right at me.
Last night, you said you didn't believe that Frank found out about the baby from Chris. Do you still feel that way?
I believe him. Chris doesn't always tell the truth, but I know he's not lying to me.
Okay. Frank claims he heard Chris tell Courtney during a phone conversation, right?
Right.
And what do you say one of us questions Frank and the other questions Courtney?
You mean find out if their stories are consistent?
Mm-hmm. If it's a con, we might catch them in a little slip on one or two small details, something that they haven't thought to cover. If we can catch them in an inconsistency, then we know they're lying.
That's great. Let's do it. I'll take Frank.
I'll have a little visit with Miss Canellos.
All right. You know, regardless of who's lying, the fact is, every day, someone new finds out that I had a baby. And if Davy finds out that he was the father, he's going to come after me.
If we can prove that Frank and Courtney are lying, then we have the leverage to keep them quiet. And then Davy never has to know about it.
Have you had a chance to think about my proposal?
I did.
And?
And even if I discredit Chris with the review board, there's no guarantee that you'll get your job back as a paramedic, Frank. You tested positive for amphetamine.
Which Chris slipped into my drink.
You can't prove it.
No, but you were rooming with him at the time. You could testify that you found one of Joe's prescription slips and you just realized that Chris stole it to make it look like I was using drugs.
But if I say that, I could get Chris thrown out of the residency program.
Why do you care about him? You think he's your friend? What kind of friend was he when he spilled your secret to Courtney?
I still don't know why he would do something like that. Did he sound weird when he told Courtney?
Totally out of control. I really thought Julie was going to lose it last night. How did you know she broke in? It's not exactly public knowledge.
Well, I often work with Commissioner Scorpio, and he filled me in.
Mm.
I did want to make sure you were okay. How are you feeling?
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm still a little freaked out. But I'll be fine.
Good. Listen, since I'm here, I wonder if I could ask you about something that isn't exactly public knowledge.
Okay. What's that?
Your conversation with Chris about Eve's baby.
Uh-huh.
She asked him to keep that in confidence. We're afraid that he might have told some other people, so I was wondering, do you have any idea why he might have told you?
You know, I really haven't thought about it one way or the other.
Do you remember how it came up? Were you on a date?
No, we were talking on the phone one night.
Chris wouldn't have said anything if he thought I was on the line. And Courtney would have given me hell if she knew I was listening in.
Where was Chris calling from?
The hospital.
Sometimes at night, there are slow periods, and Chris calls me between patients. We chat.
What were you discussing that led to Eve's baby?
We were figuring out what we wanted to do for the weekend. I suggested seeing a movie.
Chris said something about seeing The Phantom Menace and taking Neil.
I said that Neil had already seen it once, but was begging me to see it again, and that got us talking about kids.
I was just about to hang up because Courtney and Ramsey discussing kids is just about as boring as it sounds when, all of a sudden, Chris says you'll never believe this turned out to be a mommy in hiding.
Mommy in hiding?
Yeah, that's what he said. And I said, who? And he said, Eve.
Did he say how he found out about it?
He read something in her medical chart.
Chris said you wanted it kept a secret, so he took it out of your chart.
Do you have any idea why he told Courtney?
Well, he didn't give a why, but I think he feels rejected.
Rejected by Eve?
It's pretty obvious Chris has a crush on her. And even though we're dating, I think he's still mad at Eve for going off with you. This was kind of his way of getting back at her.
Well, it makes sense in a twisted sort of way.
Please, tell Eve I'm sorry, and I won't mention her baby to another soul, okay?
Thanks.
All right.
Oh, just one more thing. Is there any chance that Neil might have overheard any of this?
Neil? No, he wasn't even in the house that night. He was on a sleepover.
You've got two choices, Eve. Help me, and no one else finds out about the baby. Don't help, and it's front page time.
How can I be sure that no one else knows? What if Neil overheard the same way you did?
Neil was too busy watching a movie. I heard it from the kitchen the whole time.